Hey, shalom, shalom. I want to say all praises be to Abanawa, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Harakak, Wadash. Give honors to the apostles, who was the quantum of great millstone and rule well. Shalom to the sincere brethren. I came out there across the four winds, the four corners of the globe, pushing the truth, the good news of Yahweh Shai, proclaiming salvation to the elect of Israel, so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, are proclaiming the downfall of Esau, Edom, the so-called white man and his wicked empire. So this video is going to be entitled "There Shall Be Repercussions." Esau, because hey, for all of the crimes and atrocities, even to this day, that Esau, Edom committed against the children of Israel, and even against other nations, but our main focus is who? The children of Israel, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. Hey, there remained a judgment for that. There remained repercussions for that, man. You understand? And those repercussions are written in the scriptures. This is the book of Nahum, chapter 1, verse Nahum chapter 1, verse 2. The Most High Yahweh is jealous, and the Lord revenge it. Come on, so the Lord is jealous. And the Lord is jealous, being as to you cause his people to go off, man, you Edomites. You understand? You have them worshiping Caesar Borgias. You push that upon Jake. You understand? You have them worshiping all these false gods and false philosophies. You have them abiding by laws that is against the scriptures. You allow them to do stuff that's against the scriptures. So you are pushing the Lord to what? Jealousy. The Most High is jealous and the Lord revenge it. The Lord revenge. So the Lord is about revenge. Get back. Pay back. Like they say in the world, pay back is a bitch. The Lord is about that, man. And the Lord will absolutely institute that get back very soon upon you Edomites, man. And the rest of you heathen nations. But according to Psalms 83rd chapter, Esau, Edom is our chief enemy. Esau, Edom is what? Our chief adversary, man. So this is the book of Nahum chapter 1, verse 2. The Most High is jealous, and the Lord revenge it. The Lord revenge it, and is furious. The Lord will take vengeance on his adversaries, and he reserve it wrath for his enemies. Come. Now who is Psalms 83rd? Actually, let me get that real quick. Who is the enemies of the Lord? Because contrary to popular belief, the Lord, the God who the world enemy calls God, has enemies. Has a lot of enemies, man. You understand? So this is because Psalm chapter 83. Psalm chapter 83, verse 2. For lo, thine enemies, Psalms 83. I want a song or psalm of Esau. Keep not thou silence, O power, hold not thy peace, and be not still, O power. For lo, thine enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up the head. They have taken, so the enemies, so the Lord has enemies, man. The Lord has a lot of enemies, man. Really, any nation outside the nation of Israel is an enemy of Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. So this is the book of Psalm chapter 83, verse 3. They have taken crafty counsel. Kind of crafty meaning what? Slick, or so-called basically left-hand side counsel, really, man. And Esau does that. That's why he have his witches, his warlocks, his prognosticators, basically to cast spells upon Jake, man. Take wicked counsel, man. Deceitful counsel against Jake, man. Like I said, he allows Jake to do wickedness, man. Allows Jake to eat these abominable foods. Allows Jake to start these different gangs and drug dealing. He pushes what? That gangster rap music. See, he pushed Jake in a defiled spirit. He allows Jake to be in a defiled spirit, because if Esau really wants to, he could end all of this, a lot of this madness that Jake be doing. But he allows it. He pushes it, man. He allows it. He pushes it. He forwards it. You understand? Being wicked as hell, man. This is the book of Psalm chapter 83, verse 4. They have said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel be no more in remembrance. So come and let us cut them off from being a nation, that what the name of Israel be no more in remembrance, man. No more, man. Basically, and that's Esau's aim. That's Esau's goal, man. You understand? To make the name of Israel be no more. Basically, that's what he did. That's what he did. Basically, detach us from being Israelites, the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. That's what he did by what? Usurping. That's what he did by usurping our identity, man. Usurping who we are. Taking on our identity. Revelation 2:9, Revelation 3:9. He took on our, thieved our identity, man. Calling themselves Jews, calling themselves Levites, man. That's what he did. You understand? They have taken crafty counsel against thy people and consulted against thine hidden ones. And that's the Israelites. They have said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance. Come. And basically how they did that? By taking on our identity, by saying they are the Israelites, by saying they are the Jews, they are the chosen ones. And we see all what's going on with the state of Israel. Well, everybody hates us because we're the Jews. No. Everybody hates you because you're not the Jews, man. Because ultimately there's something distinct about the spirit of those so-called Jews, man. That everybody like, nah, they ain't right. Even amongst their own Edomites, they ain't right, man. You understand? But nonetheless, hey, the Lord is bringing us back to identity, man. Hey, the apostles always tell the story of men. I think it happened to their elders, men jumping out of limousines and, yo, how did you guys find out you Israelites? Oh shit, how did you guys find out? Who told you guys? We pay millions of dollars so that you guys millions of dollars so you guys don't find out that you Israelites, man. You understand? You understand? But guess what? The truth of the Lord, the power of the Lord is beyond measure of any man, man. The Lord is more powerful than any man. and it's the Lord's will that's going to be done. Not Esau's will, not Moab's will, not even our will, not even Israelites' will. The will of the Lord shall and will be done, man. On earth as it is in heaven. You understand? And the will of the Lord is for us to come back to our identity. Salakia, 1 second. So going back to the book of what was that, Nahum? Nahum chapter 1, because it's like they like to say, written in the stars that we are the people, man. On earth as it is in heaven. Because in heavens we the people, man. We the chosen people, so it's gonna be like that on earth. We the chosen seed. We the elect. The 144,000. Deuteronomy 7:6. And that's really all throughout the scriptures. If you read the scriptures, man, even a little bit, you recognize, oh shit, especially the Old Testament, you recognize, oh shit, the Lord is only dealing with who? The children of Israel. Everything is about the children of Israel, the children of Israel. So who are these children of Israel? Pertaining to the book of Deuteronomy 28 chapter, it tells you the curses pertain to the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans and our descendants scattered abroad. Nahum chapter 1 verse 2, the Most High is jealous and the Lord revenge it. The Lord revenge it and is furious. And the Lord revenge it. The Lord will take vengeance on his adversaries and reserve it wrath for his enemies. The Lord is slow to anger and great in power and will not at all acquit the wicked. So the Lord is not acquitting the wicked, right? Understand? The Lord is not acquitting the wicked at all, man. And who is the wicked according to the scriptures? Esau, Edom, the so-called white man. You understand? Nahum chapter 1 verse 3, let me read that again. The Lord is slow to anger and great in power, and will not at all acquit the wicked. The Lord had his way in the whirlwind and in the storm, and the clouds are the dust of his feet. Right. So basically the Lord's majesty, right? The Lord's majesty is beyond measurement. The Most High ruleth in the kingdom of men and give it to whoever he may. And right now the Lord gave this world to Esau, Edom, but it's only for a time and a time. And that time is we are on the back end of that time. We are on the end of that time. We are at the very end of the rulership of Esau, Edom. And we're looking for what? The rulership of Jacob, the rulership of who? The Israelites, so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. That's the rulership that we're looking for, man. That's the kingdom. That's the dominion that we're looking for. The kingdom, the dominion of who? The Israelites, so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. And we understand that, hey, the Lord is not gonna acquit these devils, man. And that's a beautiful thing. And that also goes back to no greater joy, the Apocrypha. So let me get Ezekiel 35:5. Because there's a payment, there's a repercussion for the transatlantic slave trade. There's a repercussion for the genocide of the Native Americans, man. There's a payment for that. And that repercussion, that payment is what? Slavery, man. That repercussion is what? The judgment that is written, man. Run down to a double, man. So Esau Edom is not gonna get away scot-free with all the shit that he did, man. With all the shit that he did, Esau Edom is not gonna get away scot-free, man. But to a dumb person, to a person to an ignorant person, I should say, it looks like, oh yeah, Esau's gonna get away scot-free. Nah, hell no, man. There's a judgment written for Esau Edom, the so-called white man. It's a great judgment written. And even his scholars wrote that in where they used to bring it out all the time. It's in the Bible dictionary. Esau Edom, the seed of future great judgment, man. And that great judgment is what? Slavery, man. That great judgment is our slavery, man. You understand? Which is a beautiful thing for the Israelites, but not such a beautiful thing for the Edomites, man. But hey, so it is, man. So it go. We not tripping, because I'm an Israelite, so I ain't tripping on them, man. I'm happy, man. It is what it is. To what Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, I am an Israelite, man. That's a lesson right there of the hope for the elect. This is the book of Ezekiel. Israelite of the hope for the elect. That's what you want. That's where you want to be. Ezekiel chapter 35 verse 5. Because thou hast had a perpetual hatred, and hast shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword. Because Esau had a perpetual hatred, even to this day. And really, he's gonna really roll up on Jacob pretty soon. That's why you have the time of what? Jacob trouble. Because this man is gonna roll upon Jake, man. The so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. Esau Edom, the so-called white man. He's gonna roll on you, man. Especially in the man of the Lord. But guess what? The difference with us, we have the protection, the guidance of the Lord. You 2/3 Jakes, you wicked Jakes out there, you ignorant Jakes out there, you're gonna be food for the slaughter, man. Even though the Lord is gonna put a spirit upon a lot of Jakes, a lot of them 2/3 to wreak havoc upon Esau Edom, but it's gonna be like a cancel out. The Lord's gonna be judging you 2/3 Jakes, but at the same time, the Lord is gonna be using you 2/3 Jake to wreak havoc upon Esau Edom the same way. So this is the book of Ezekiel chapter 35 verse 5. Because thou hast had a perpetual hatred, and hast shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword, in the time of their calamity, in the time that their iniquity had an end. So Esau Edom had a perpetual hatred, consistently slaughtering our people. Up to recently, like I said, the transatlantic slave trade, the genocide of the Native Americans. There's a judgment for that. And going back to all the history, Hellenization of the Jews, the time of the Maccabees, all the hell that Esau put on us, time of the Romans, 70 AD. You understand? Going above and beyond, doing things that raping men, taking men's wives, pedophilia, that's all, man. You know what I mean? That's above the lawful punishment that the Lord prescribed. But the Lord set you up that way, man. So your punishment is even greater. The Lord set you up to go above and beyond, man. To go above what is written in the law for our punishment, so the Lord can do you in dirty, man, in righteousness, man. Guys, we're gonna render double unto you in righteousness. We're gonna meditate righteous terror upon you, man. Guys, we're not gonna do any off shit buck breaking. No, we're gonna do righteous judgment. And our righteous judgment is gonna be far beyond any of the debaucherous shit that you done to us, man. We're gonna righteously meditate great terror upon you, man, and execute judgment upon you same way, man. And the scriptures say, like two-edged sword in their hand to execute judgment upon the heathen, man. Punishments upon the people. Therefore, Ezekiel 35:6, therefore as I live, said the Lord, I will prepare thee unto blood, and blood shall pursue thee. Said, thou hast not hated blood, even blood shall pursue thee. Because Esau, he's a bloody man, man. So you're not afraid to shed blood? Hey, we're gonna shed your blood, man. This song away, but hey, that's a judgment of the scriptures, man. It was a way when we was in slavery. It was a way when we was being genocided by the so-called white man. It was a way when we was going through the Greek captivity, the Hellenization. It was a way when we was under the Romans, so on and so forth. So guess what? So be it, man. So be it. It is what it is. You're gonna have to catch your judgment, Esau. Now we not shedding a tear. In fact, we're gonna be enjoying it to the utmost, man. Because we're gonna recognize, yeah, this is the righteous judgment of Yahweh by Yahweh Shai. So this book of Ezekiel chapter 35, verse 7. Thus will I make Mount Seir most desolate, cut off from it him that passed it out and him that returned it. Basically going into the judgment of Esau, Edom, in which Malachi goes into what? Neither root nor branch shall be left for Esau, Edom. After this, ain't no coming back for Esau. It ain't no another kingdom for Esau. This is it. This is it. No other kingdom for Esau, Edom. No other rulership, no other dominion, no more back in power for Esau, Edom. This is it, man. So enjoy it. Enjoy it while it lasts, Esau. Because this is your last hoorah. Close out with the precept from the Apocrypha. Of which every Negro and Latino and Native American really should be in the spirit of wanting to see Esau going on, wanting to see Esau in captivity. But you're not because you ignorant. You're not because ultimately the Lord didn't give it to you to know, to understand and reason and that's what it should be. The Lord didn't put it in you, man. This book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 25, verse 7. Sirach. There be 9 things which I have judged in mine heart to be happy, and the 10th I will utter with my tongue. A man that have joy of his children, which you can't have here, because your children, they really under the ownership of Esau, Edom. They're under the vibration of Esau, Edom, so on and so forth, man. Really, you just have to throw up them prayers and pray that the Lord have mercy upon your children, man, and really instruct them in the ways of Yahweh Hashem Shai. But they are at liberty, according to Esau's system, to do as they may, to do as they want, which is off as hell, man. But hey, it is what it is, man. That's why, hey, this scripture is true. So for a man to have the joy of his children, hey, that's a beautiful, joyful thing. But in this society, do we have that? No. You're dealing with the black woman, the Puerto Rican woman. They weaponizing the children against you. Hey, so and like I said, this is a law by who? Esau, Edom, the so-called white man. A man had a joy of his children, and he that liveth to see the fall of his enemy. But that's the main point I wanted to say. him not see it to see the fall of his enemy. So any Negro, Latino, and Native American in his right mind really should be on that. Yeah, I want to see the fall of my enemies, man. I want to see the fall of my enemies.
The requested media source is not available. The requested entertainment source is not available.
And really, that's what the spirit every Negro, Latino, and Native American should be in, man. You understand? The spirit of what? Wanting to have
the function you have chosen is not available.
It's crazy. Having their foot upon the necks of their enemies, man. You understand? That's the spirit every Negro, and Latino, and Native American should be in, man. I think Joshua did that, man, with the Canaanites. Put his foot upon the neck of the Canaanite king. That's the spirit that we're going to be in, and that's the spirit that every Negro, Latino, and Native American should be in, man. Ultimately, they don't have to put that spirit upon us, man, because we've seen some of it with the brothers in truth. We see a small portion of it, but really that's going to be elevated. The spirit of that ruling class, power, you know what I mean? The heathens are servants and handmaid spirit, that rigorous spirit of the Lord is going to have to place that spirit upon us, man. Because we ain't even in that. And brothers, I was talking about the dashing of the Edomite babies. We not even close to in the spirit that we need to be in to execute the judgment upon the heathens that is needed, man. To execute the punishments on the people that is needed. But we looking for that spirit. We embracing that spirit. The men in the truth, the men in the know. You understand? Because we understand, there has to be judgment, there has to be repercussions for what crimes that Esau, Edom has committed, and really the crimes that all these heathen nations has committed. But the main point of this lesson is directed toward Esau, Edom, because he is our chief enemy. And what the scripture say? No greater joy than to see the fall of your enemy. So how much more the fall of your chief enemy? If you're in the right spirit, that's the greatest thing, man. That's one of the greatest things, man. Besides serving the Lord, praising the Lord, being saved, that comes with it, man. That's all part of the package, man. The fall of our enemies, which hey, it ain't nothing greater. Hey, so with that, hope you brothers and sisters were edified. Going to say all praises be to Abanawa, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Harakak, Kodash. The honors of the apostles was a quantum of great men, so well. Shalom to thee, like, hey, keep enduring. Hey, time is on our side. Rulership is on our side. Power is on our side. Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai is on our side. Shalom.